You've lived a life dominated by doubt and fear. How do you step into bravery?
If you're breathing, that means you still have an opportunity. If you 5, 50, 85, if you're still breathing and you haven't gotten it done yet, you can still do it. Don't let this limitation of age, this limitation of background, where you come from or where you live. God planted something inside of you when he designed you.
Step. Take the step. Step aggressively towards your fear. And that step towards your fear is the step into bravery.
And if you're still living, that's because you still have an opportunity to activate that. Now you got to activate good. You got to activate great. You got to activate phenomenal.
Because we're scared of what we don't know. And there's only one way to learn and to know. And that is to confront that fear. You have to step, you have to go. And this simple action, this simple attitude, it answers so many questions.
Whatever your gift is, whatever you're naturally, you're good at numbers. You got to work on that. You don't just take it and sit on it. You work on it. You practice it. You get up and you do it every day until you become great at it, an expert at it, exceptional and phenomenal at it. Then you go out and you use it to empower and help others. That's why you're here, to make the world a better place, to empower people who are down, to lift up people who have counted themselves out.
How do you get to the gym every day? You step. You go. How do you change your diet? You step. You go. How do you overcome fear of failure or fear of success or fear of fear itself? You step. And how do you face the fear of the unknown? You step. Don't wait anymore. Don't think anymore. Don't plan anymore. Don't contemplate anymore. Don't make any more excuses or justifications. Don't rationalize anything else. The first step you need to take is just that. Step.
You've got to get clear about what's most important to you today, not what you think you should do based on an old blueprint, an old belief system, your parents, society, your friends. Otherwise, you'll succeed and not be fulfilled. %80 of success in anything is your psychology, and 20% is the mechanics.
You make new choices every day. When you get up, you make new choices. If you are alive, if you're still breathing, you're here for a reason. Your purpose is still active.
You want to be totally successful, but you're afraid at some level that if you are totally successful, you will not be loved. You'll be rejected. You really, truly know you got the tools and talents to make this happen, but a part of you doesn't think you deserve to succeed. because it's something you did at some point in your life, or something you made up. Or you think making money or being successful economically is not spiritual. And you're committed to being spiritual, and yet the other part of you, it's the inner conflicts between fighting parts. The way you unlock and unleash is you identify the conflicts. You get clear what they are. So you may have total clarity, even the tools, but how can you totally unleash and commit when you're being pulled in two different directions? So once you identify the conflicts, now what you got to do is align. Align your life with what you really value. Align your life with what is most important to you. And then once you are in a position where you're aligned, guess what you'll do? Take action. You won't even have to work at it. When everything's in alignment, there's nothing pulling you away, boom, you go for it. Once you align and you take action, guess what's going to happen? You're going to achieve. And once you achieve, you succeed. When you succeed, I'll tell you what you got to add to it. Celebrate. And then contribute. Take what you've got, what you've learned, and bring it to someone else.
How many people here have ran a full marathon before, by show of hands? What about a half marathon? What about a 10K? 5K? Good. Now, take 5 seconds to think about what that process did for you and what did you learn during that process. Take 5 seconds, go ahead. Now, if you don't have the answer, that's perfectly fine. That's fine. I will tell you the answer. What you learn through that process is how to succeed at any single thing you wish to accomplish in life. Anything you wish to accomplish in life, you learn that through running. Running is the key to success. See, I do a running program at my Boys and Girls Club as a social worker. And they asked me why I even started it in the first place, and it's simply because running is the key to success. See, the key to success in life is not some complex algorithm that the few among us can achieve. The key to success in life is very simplistic. All you need to do is learn how to grind. Not just learn how to grind, you need to actually be able to grind, to work day in and day out at your craft, at your goal, no matter what. Even if you don't feel like getting up, you have to be able to do the things that you don't want to do to be able to succeed. If you don't, you will fail, you will stay down there. For my running program, we run 2 times a week. We train for 3 months to be able to run a 5K. First day of practice, I have them run a half a mile. They're wheezing. They're Charles, this is hard. I suck at this. And I tell them, you're right. You're absolutely right. You do suck at this. Because here's the thing though. When you first start something, you'll never be successful at it the first time you do it. You will fail. I don't know who told you that you'd be successful at it, but they lied to you. You are going to fail. It will happen. You're gonna fail, then you're gonna fail again and again and again, and then you're gonna be able to pick yourself back up and keep on pushing. Because if you don't, if race day comes and you're running that full marathon and you don't grind the way through, you will fail on race day. You'll be over there puking on the side of the road because you won't be ready, because you won't prepare yourself. At 6 a.m., you have to be able to get up when everyone else is asleep. At 10 p.m., you have to go to the gym when everybody else is on their couch eating mac and cheese and ice cream and living a good life and they're comfortable. You don't grow when you're comfortable. When you're comfortable, you maintain stagnant, you plateau. The only way that people become diamonds is when they're under extreme amounts of pressure. So you have to push yourself. You have to do things that you don't want to do. You have to go to the gym when you don't want to go there. You have to put down the ice cream and pick up a carrot, something healthy. You have to build your mind right. Because the full marathon is not about the physicality of things. It's about building your mental game first. You have build your mind first. You have to prepare your mind for this. If you don't, you will have a tough time. So remember this, you are not preparing yourself to run a full marathon. You are preparing yourself to be successful at anything you want to accomplish in life. You are preparing yourself to grind.
Are you worried about things that are only temporary? Letting something steal your joy because you think that's the way it's always going to be? Your dream is not dead, it's just not in season. Your time is coming. The right people, the right breaks, favor, restoration, vindication, that's what's headed your way. These light afflictions are for a moment. It goes on to say, they work in us an eternal weight of glory. The adversity is temporary, the glory is eternal. Something you don't understand, don't get discouraged. It's temporary. You're just passing through. You're going to rise higher, accomplish your goals, and become everything you were created to be. It's easy to remember the hurt, the disappointment, the failure. I'm asking you to remember your dream.
Too many of you and too many people in society fall back on the word luck, not knowing the circumstances of someone else's success. You see big things, you hear big things, you see people who do big things, and you automatically say, wow, that guy's so lucky. Wow, she's so lucky. Wow, that's so lucky that happened. Don't say, wow, that guy's so lucky. Say, hey, that's a fortunate dude. He's very fortunate, okay? There's a big difference in how that sounds and what that means and the metaphysical implications that stand behind your belief system when you say that. When you say, oh, that guy got lucky, you're telling the universe and you're telling yourself subconsciously that you believe that you are not in control of your circumstances. And guess what? If that's what you believe, you aren't. But when you say, hey, that guy's very fortunate, you know what you're saying? You're saying, I believe in control. I believe that I am in control, and I believe that the consequences of my actions are in my control. Quit using the word luck. Quit believing in luck, because it doesn't exist in terms of action and reaction, and start believing in work. Start believing in fortunate. Start believing in results that come from your actions. And when you do that and you wholeheartedly believe it, guess what? That's what starts to happen. %99 of people on earth fail because they believe in this fancy fairy tale bullshit, I'm not in control, success fairy that flies down from the heavens and shits $100 bills on everybody's head. That's what people believe in. But going to work every fucking day for 20 fucking years and grinding your ass off and then becoming a multi-millionaire, that's not luck. All right? That's action and result. That's action and reaction. How about when he made less than what you made for the first 15 years, holding on to his dream? You weren't there saying he was lucky. And you need to eliminate that thought process from your head. You need to start thinking of your success as a result of your actions and not as a result of these special circumstances.
Luck does not exist. The only thing that exists is the grind. Working at your craft day in and day out. Individuals that are successful, some people say that they got lucky. Quote unquote lucky. Nah. They are the ones who worked on their craft and every second for them counted. They worked on their craft for a year, 5 years, 10 years, 15, 30 years before they got where they got. So what you're making, if you're saying that other individuals that are successful got lucky, you're making an excuse. That's an excuse that you're giving yourself for you not being at where you wanted to be at. That's on you. That's on you. You're the one who set your alarm and didn't get up when it went off. You're the one who pressed the snooze button. You're the person who skipped that rep, who skipped that practice, who skipped going to the gym, who ate ice cream instead of eating the kale that you set aside for yourself to eat for that day. You're the one who missed out on opportunities because you wanted to sleep in for the weekend instead of getting up when everyone else is asleep. Instead of going to the gym when everyone else is comfortable. You're the one who got comfortable. That's on you. That's on nobody else. That's on you. So if you come at me with excuses, reasons, or explanations, shut up! Because I don't want to hear your excuses, reasons, and explanations for why you're not where you're supposed to be when you're the one who makes decisions, when you're the one who controls every single second how you spend your day. That's you. So don't come at me with excuses, reasons, or explanations. I don't want to hear those. What I do want to hear is what you're going to do to change yourself. Write down what you're going to do to change yourself and go out and actually change yourself. Go out and actually push yourself beyond those limits. Go out and actually get up on the first alarm that you set off. Get up on that one. When you get tired in the gym, push yourself through that extra rep. Fail and push yourself through that. What you actually need to go ahead and do, check this out. What you actually need to go ahead and do is you need to go ahead and delete your cable. How about that? How about you delete your cable? Delete your Netflix, your HBO. Delete your cable. Take that $150 that you're spending every month on crap that you're watching. Listen, TV does not help you grow. The shows that you watch, Empire, all that stuff, that does not help you grow. That wastes your time. Take that time, energy, and money that you're spending watching TV, and how about you take that and put that towards your goal? Put that towards where you're trying to go. Take that $150 that you're spending on cable on a monthly basis. That's like 2 G's a year. Take that, put that towards your goal, and then see what happens. Focus on yourself. Don't worry about what other individuals are doing. They are not lucky. Get that idea out of your head. The only one that can make the change is you and yourself alone. Start with yourself. Work on yourself. Make the sacrifices that you need to make. Take the time that you have and see how important it is every single second of the day. You control what you do. Nobody else does that. You have to get out there and grind. So get to it. Luck does not exist. The only thing that exists is the grind. Working at your craft day in and day out. Individuals that are successful, some people say that they got lucky. Quote unquote lucky. Nah. They are the ones who worked on their craft and every second for them counted. They worked on their craft for a year, 5 years, 10 years, 15, 30 years before they got where they got. So what you're making, if you're saying that other individuals that are successful got lucky, you're making an excuse. That's an excuse that you're giving yourself for you not being at where you wanted to be at. That's on you. That's on you. You're the one who set your alarm and didn't get up when it went off. You're the one who pressed the snooze button. You're the person who skipped that rep, who skipped that practice, who skipped going to the gym, who ate ice cream instead of eating the kale that you set aside for yourself to eat for that day. You're the one who missed out on opportunities because you wanted to sleep in for the weekend instead of getting up when everyone else is asleep. Instead of going to the gym when everyone else is comfortable. You're the one who got comfortable. That's on you. That's on nobody else. That's on you. So if you come at me with excuses, reasons, or explanations, shut up! Because I don't want to hear your excuses, reasons, and explanations for why you're not where you're supposed to be when you're the one who makes decisions, when you're the one who controls every single second how you spend your day. That's you. So don't come at me with excuses, reasons, or explanations. I don't want to hear those. What I do want to hear is what you're going to do to change yourself. Write down what you're gonna do to change yourself and go out and actually change yourself. Go out and actually push yourself beyond those limits. Go out and actually get up on the first alarm that you set off, get up on that one. When you get tired in the gym, push yourself through that extra rep. Fail and push yourself through that. What you actually need to go ahead and do, check this out. What you actually need to go ahead and do is you need to go ahead and delete your cable. How about that? How about you delete your cable? Delete your Netflix, your HBO. Delete your cable. Take that $150 that you're spending every month on crap that you're watching. Listen, TV does not help you grow. The shows that you watch, Empire, all that stuff, that does not help you grow. That wastes your time. Take that time, energy, and money that you're spending watching TV, and how about you take that and put that towards your goal? Put that towards where you're trying to go. Take that $150 that you're spending on cable on a monthly basis. That's like 2 G's a year. Take that, put that towards your goal, and then see what happens. Focus on yourself. Don't worry about what other individuals are doing. They are not lucky. Get that idea out of your head. The only one that can make the change is you and yourself alone. Start with yourself. Work on yourself. Make the sacrifices that you need to make. Take the time that you have and see how important it is every single second of the day. You control what you do. Nobody else does that. You have to get out there and grind. So get to it.
There's so much value and there's so much power in trying just one more time. If you've struggled to get a prospect to understand what it is that you have to offer, try one more time. If you've struggled to get someone to try out your product or service as a customer, try one more time. If you've struggled to get people to attend events, try again, just one more time. If you had a home party before and it didn't work out, try one more time. There's so much value in trying one more time. There's so much value in staying in the game and polishing your skills. There's so much value in plan, do, review. Do what you do.
Changing your behaviors, overcoming negative habits, it's challenging. It's hard. That living alone is just very difficult. And once we begin to come to grips with the fact that living is difficult, what are the characteristics or the qualities of people that are hungry? What will it take for me to get some of the things that I want? And being hungry for those things, number one, you've got to work on yourself. It's very important that you engage in an ongoing process to develop you. Spend more time on yourself than what you've been spending.
You can't be precious about the way that you get there, right? And I always tell people, don't be afraid to give up on a path. The path is irrelevant. Decide what is the outcome we want. And we'll change our path if we need to, right? If your outcome is sincere, then you'll be willing to change your path, even if it means disrupting your own business model.
It doesn't matter how you get knocked down in life, because that's going to happen. All that matters is that you got to get up.
but then review, how could I do better? And I'm gonna go try one more time. I'm gonna go share this story one more time. I'm gonna tell my story one more time. I'm gonna share my product one more time. I'm gonna share the incredible opportunity that is network marketing one more time. Have that be your philosophy versus, hey, I tried it, it didn't work out. Try one more time. Develop that as a muscle. Develop that as a habit. And you're going to see results start to happen for you exponentially.
Many of us never realize our greatness because we become sidetracked by secondary activity. We spread ourselves too thin, don't know how to say no. And we find ourselves doing all kinds of things and never ever have time to do those things that we need to do to work on ourselves. Decide that you're going to take some time to work on you, that you deserve that from yourself, that your life deserves some prime time. Because you are creating your own production.
When life hits you hard, there are times when life will hit you hard, make you fall to your knees, make you question yourself. It is your response to these moments that will shape the rest of your life. When life does not go our way, our usual response is to shut down, give up, and throw in the towel. What we fail to realize is that it is in these bad times that we have the opportunity to grow stronger. If it was a mistake you made, you can learn from it so that it never happens again. If it was something that was out of your control, you suck it up and are now better prepared if the same problem should arise in the future. It has been said many times that it's not about how many times you fall down, it's about how many times you get back up. And this is exactly right. Do not dwell on the hard times or pity yourself. This does absolutely no good. Get back up, stand tall, and remember that through it all, you've lived to see another day. There is no greater gift than life itself. If you do it right, you will become a better person. You will realize that everything happens for a reason. The challenge is figuring out what that reason is. So the next time life hits you hard, you know how to respond. Take control of your life. No one should be in charge but you. Do what you gotta do. Live life.
I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I think people that hurt people's feelings, even if you justify it, you know you did something. And I think that fucks with your head, and it devalues you in your own eyes. You're not a hero in your own eyes. You're not someone who you respect. You know, you're doing what you got to do to get by, but ultimately you're not respecting yourself. And I think we all have a certain amount of appreciation and respect for hero figures. You know, like we all look at like the guy who never lies and always does the right thing and fucking helps everybody out, and that's the John Wayne character. You know, that's the ultimate hero. And when you look at your own life and you don't stack up, you're a thief, you stole money from your wife's purse, and you know you don't want to smoke cigarettes, but you fucking have to. You can't deal with the stress, you smoke. You devalue yourself. You slowly start devaluing yourself. When you look at yourself, you realize that if you were judging yourself, you would judge yourself unfavorably. If you're stealing, if you're hurting people, if you're damaging
100%.
people. So no matter who you can't pretend you're the hero of your story. You can't. You have to be the hero of your own story. And you can do that. You can be the hero of your own story that woke up today. You can be the hero of your own story that at 40 years of age stopped, got out of bed, and said, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm doing this differently.
100%.
I am going to figure this out, and I'm going to do it
100%.
only by my instincts and only by my morals and my ideals and my mind. And I'm going to be dead honest with myself because I'm realizing this is not going to last forever. And I'm going to be the nicest fucking human being to everyone I meet, possibly. And I'm going to get myself in shape, and I'm going to eat healthy. And I'm going to do this because this is me now. I decide that this is me. And people have to realize that you are not your past. You are not all the times you fucked up. You are not all the times you couldn't get it up. You are not all the times you were drunk and you threw up in someone's car. That's not you. You are the person who's learned from a great deal of experiences. And if you learn correctly and if you process them correctly, you'll have a happier life.